What's up, YouTube and the world? So we have a new customer in with her Ford Edge for an oil change. And it's odd to me that when I bring the car in and we check the wiper operation, because we fill up the washer fluid with our oil changes, that she didn't say that their windshield washer squirters don't work. Well, the hose hanging from underneath the hood indicates that the washer squirters broke. So now I'm going to move on with my courtesy inspection. Since it's on this lift, I have no other choice other than to shake the front end, okay? And it definitely has play on the left side of the wheel. Unlike the drive-ons, we can't really conveniently check the front ends, so I don't usually bother with that unless I hear something noisy. But again, I can't really check it here. I can look at the sway bar links and everything else, but moving on. So I'm looking at the back rotor here, and you can see that something's not right here by the rust and pitting going on this wheel. So now I'm going to move on to the other wheel, and then I noticed that there's a new caliper on here with brake pads, and then this rotor surface isn't so great. Is this a great quality brake job? No. Did someone do a minimum repair on it? Yes. Would I have fixed this car, recommended fixing this car right? I would. Who knows, they may have, may not have, but it needs a caliper on the other side, and they pad slap new pads on bad rotors, so it needs a new rotor, 2 new rotors, another set of pads, and a left rear caliper, in my opinion. I bet the sliders are seized. So then I go on to shaking this wheel, all right, and there's ever so slight play here. So then I get underneath the car, and then I look at the lower control arms. You can see a crack right in that bushing there, and then you see this fluid all on the frame rail. So further inspection is that there's a newer rack and pinion recently installed. All right, and then we're gonna move on to this side. I can't tell you how long ago. All I can tell you is somebody was working on this. And my inspection process says that there's a leak coming from somewhere on the rack and pinion from their install. There's also a sway bar to frame bushing hanging out of the bracket. The front brakes are actually okay. So I'm not sure if it's got a bad inner tie rod or if it's a bad rack and pinion. She's not paying us to go any further. This is just a courtesy inspection. It's also got a bad lower torque mount. See the rubber hanging out of it? So amazing, all these issues with people's cars and they don't mention anything.